Hello everybody, my name is Michele Klansky and I chose to do electronic cigarettes for my project. The age group that is most affected by using electronic cigarettes is the younger age. The adolescent age, kids' brains aren't fully developed and it's causing them to harm parts of their brain that still need to grow. So this is causing them to have attention issues and learning disabilities and could lead to them getting ADHD. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Another fact that I found was the use of e-cigarettes have risen from 7 to 41 million users and will most likely go up to 55 million users by 2020. People who spend on average $60 a month on these products, usually replenishing their juices for their e-cigarettes, so they're expensive. E-cigarettes have been proven to be a gateway for cigarettes or other serious drugs. Kids see it from their parents and kids at school and they want to try it, and it gets them excited and curious and it gets them wanting more and maybe trying more serious things that could be leading to more issues later on in life. So next we're going to talk about what e-cigs are. Electronic cigarettes are a type of electronic nicotine delivery system. How they work is they have a liquid in them, usually in a tank or some form, and you heat up that liquid until it turns into an aerosol, and then that aerosol and vapor is inhaled into the lungs. There's usually 4 parts. There's a cartridge, heating system, battery, and a mouthpiece. Down below is a picture showing all the different kinds. There's e-cigarettes that look like actual cigarettes, some have tanks, some are more pen-like, some even look like USBs. All different kinds. The picture on the right is a Juul, which is one of the most popular ones today. Some kids also end up putting marijuana in that, and just another example of how e-cigs can lead to other dangerous things in life. So now we're going to talk about what is in the e-cigs. Nicotine is the main component in these devices. As we all know, nicotine is very addictive. It has been found to be as addictive as more serious drugs like heroin and cocaine. So how it works is the nicotine goes to your brain receptors and releases a neurotransmitter called dopamine. This is the transmitter that makes you feel pleasure. Next we have acetylcholine, which is another neurotransmitter, and this works by playing a role with the nicotine. It tricks your brain into thinking you need more of it. The bottom picture just showing there how the receptors go through to your brain. And the top picture is nicotine broken down. On this slide we see some of the effects of nicotine. We're going to kind of break it down into different parts of the body. First we'll talk about gastrointestinal. Some of the side effects are nausea, dyspepsia, diarrhea, and peptic ulcers. For the heart, there's issues like hypertension, leading high blood pressure. We have tachycardia and bradycardia, fast and slow heart rates, coronary artery disease as well. During pregnancy, you can also pass down to your child type 2 diabetes, obesity, hypertension as well, and infertility if you wanted to have more kids. Some other parts of the body that are kind of important are you can get muscle tremors, bronchospasms, more of a risk for increase in blood clotting, dizziness, sleep disturbances, and headaches. The diagram on the left shows other parts of the body that are affected by nicotine, just like showing the skin there as well. So now we're going to talk about the main component and problem with e-cigs, which are the chemicals that are found inside of them. One of the main chemicals that are found in the e-juice is something called diacetyl. This is what gives the flavor, and for example, like popcorn, it gives it that buttery flavor. There's been many issues causing lung disease that are in relationship with this chemical. We'll talk about that in the next slide. Some other chemicals that have been found in e-cig juice is pentamedium and acetone. Almost 100% of these e-cigs have at least one of these chemicals found in them. So next we're going to talk about an article that I came across from a couple years ago where a bunch of workers in a popcorn factory started getting sick. They referred to this as popcorn lung. The workers were coming across many symptoms of respiratory diseases because they were inhaling a chemical called diacetyl. As we mentioned before, this is that chemical that is found in e-juices as well and gives that popcorn the buttery flavor and gives all of the e-juices their good flavors. This then caused people to get COPD, meaning chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Some other side effects that people were getting from this were rhonchi, which means wheezing, hypopnea, having blockages in the airway, coughing, and dyspnea, which means difficulty breathing. Some of the workers were actually killed as well from this. Another popular topic that I came across when researching electronic cigarettes were the fact that they were exploding. I've seen on the news a couple incidents where people were having their batteries blowing up on them in their pockets. The batteries are made of lithium ion and they react bad with loose change in their pocket, and those rubbing together is causing these e-cigs to blow up and hurt people seriously. People have gotten burns on their skins, they've been put in the hospital, and things have been catching on fire. On the right here we have a couple pictures of the damage that has caused these people because of the e-cigs. Some have blown up in their hands, some have blown up in their mouth and in their pocket. That video down below, the YouTube link, if you click on it, it shows a news article of the e-cigs actually blowing up, and you can see how much damage it does to the person. In conclusion, I found out so many crazy facts about e-cigs and how many negative parts they have affecting your body. People need to be more informed when they are picking up these devices and know, because later down the road when we are able to study the long-term effects, because they're still pretty new compared to regular cigarettes, it's going to be too late for some people and they are not healthy. People need to be up to date on the information as well. And here is the page of my sources. Thank you so much.